Evolution of entrepreneurship. The earliest period, the term entrepreneurship is derived from a French word entreprendre, who wants a truth, innovation, and steering business. The word of appeared in the French dictionary in 1723. Truth, innovation, businessmen have to detect opportunities leading to a new opinion or innovation and good performance to become a standard in the era of free enterprise. Skavorot and Zimmerer 1988 defined the entrepreneur as a person who creates a new business, and to achieve it, entrepreneurs as usually start with the idea that there is only and always a simple idea and provide the necessary resources to move those ideas that are opportunities of the business. And he organized a money to take to rest in a business. Entrepreneurs are also catalyzed for economic change using search for a particular purpose, careful planning and approaches work with creative entrepreneurs to acquire new resources and renewing old resources to a new capacity in this intended create profit. In the Middle Ages, in the middle entrepreneur is described as someone who is involved in the care of control large and was the reason for differentiation was occurring throughout the world. Industrialization is a very important because the country has developed. And 17th century, during the 17th century, the term entrepreneur was used for a person who entered into a control arrangement and price was fixed. Any resulting profits or losing belong to entrepreneurs, thereby using century is contractual arranged to perform this duty and service as stipulated products. In 18th century, the term entrepreneur was applied to business initially by the French economist Chatillon in the 18th century to designated dealer and purchase a marketable products. Purchase is the action of buying something. During 19th and 20th century is to entrepreneur in Sweden Andrew Carnegie. In the middle of the 20th century, the function of the entrepreneur is to create or revolutionize the pattern of productions by introducing an invention, innovation, the act of introducing some new idea, one of the most difficult tasks of the entrepreneur. During 21st century is to open the door to people helping or other understand the new team-based approach to business in the global economy. How use to technology working space, teaching someone how to fish rather than giving them a fish. Number 2, challenge of a Filipino entrepreneurship. Number 1, lack of funding. Multi-roles and responsibilities. Even though your title may read CEO, you really be using multiple titles at once. Number 2, self-motivation. We might be self-motivated to eat something, are hungry working a job to make relationship when it's no longer making us happy. Number 3 is leadership. Leadership is a process of social influence which maximize the efforts of others and maximize the efforts toward the achievements of a goal. And other is number 2, cause cash flow concerns. Cash flow problems can be defined simply its mean the payments outweigh of the money coming in a form insolvent. And the same as having cash flow problems, there is usually a close connection between the two. Number 3 is the lack of management skills. The study showed that while most serial entrepreneurs are developed in the skills of precision, leadership, personality, activity, and empathy, to analytical problems solving opportunity of Filipino entrepreneurship. Number 1 is online business. Signing in a social media page will take to a variety of posts offer online business and opportunities. Number 2 is a small business is defined as a privately owned corporation partnership or goal and employees and less annual revenue than corporation or regular sized business. Number 3 is franchising. Put simply, and franchise in the right license granted by company, service in a specific area of territory. Product, this is when a franchisor gives a franchise permission to trademark and brand name. And lastly is a sari-sari store. Is a sari-sari store is a neighborhood retail shop caters to members of the community. The store usually canned food, instant noodles, coffee, soda, and etc. And question number 3. Describe the characteristic and the nature of the Philippines economy. Is For me, is outstanding physical features of the Philippines, including the regular configuration, the archipelago, the coasting of some great extent mutation, interrupted coastal plains in the reader system, and the spectacular taste. And the fourth question is the attributes, qualities, and the characteristic of the Definer are. Number one is attributes is examples of creativity is defined as the tendency to generate or recognize ideas, alternatives, and communicating with others and entertaining ourselves or others. Number two is professionalism, the skills, good judgments, and polite behavior expected from a person who trained a job well. And standards code conduct characterize accepted practice. Number three is rest taking. Rest taking is consequently or non uncertainly but outcome and about is possible benefits costs for a social well-being on oneself others. Examples of qualities. Number one is obsessions. A persistent disturbing in a preoccupation with an often unreasonable idea or feeling broadly. Number two is smarts. You can use smarts to mean that skill and intelligence that people need in order to be successful in the situation. Number three is devotions. Devotion is defined as a loyalty, love, or practicing and believing in specific religion. Like in the Catholic faith, living as a practicing a Catholic that fact quality state of being devoted. Number four is inspirations. An inspiration agent influence that quality state of being inspired, something that inspired same to the pure inspiration. Number five is flexibility. Flexibility is the ability to join series of joint to move through artistic fine range of motions. And let's see the characteristics of an entrepreneur. Number one is adaptability. The quality of being able to adjust the new conditions is an advantage the harshly competitive global economy. Number two is decisiveness, means coming to a conformed conclusion quickly and effectively, simple in the power of decision making. Number three is team building. Team building is the action process of causing group of the people work together effectively as a team. Number four is risk tolerance. Risk tolerance is the degree of variability investment returns that investor will willing to withstand in their financial planning. Number five is comfortable with failure. Being comfortable with the possibility of failure is accepting that idea might not work but trying it anyway learn what we can. And ways to doing things and accept that some of our ideas would not work. Thank you.